Leadership is more than just a title, it's a responsibility that requires continuous learning and adaptation. Did you know that a stunning 77% of organizations report they're currently experiencing a leadership gap? Or that only 10% of people naturally possess high leadership skills, according to extensive industry studies? These statistics underline a crucial truth. Effective leadership is rare but can be developed with the right skills and mindset. In Mastering Mentorship, 6 skills every leader should develop, we dive deep into the essential skills every leader should cultivate to not just fill the leadership gap but to thrive within it. From mastering the subtle art of active listening to navigating the complex world of emotional intelligence, this video series is designed to transform good leaders into great ones. Get ready to explore intriguing strategies like the feedback sandwich technique, discover how to delegate without micromanaging, and learn to build resilience that steels you against any storm. Each chapter is packed with actionable advice, grounded in the latest research, and designed to be immediately applicable. Join us as we embark on this journey of leadership transformation. By the end of this series, you'll not only enhance your mentorship skills but also be equipped to lead with confidence and foresight in any situation. Ready to become the leader you were meant to be? Let's get started. Chapter 1. The Listening Labyrinth. Navigating nuances. Imagine walking into a room and being able to understand the unsaid, just as clearly as the words spoken aloud. That's the power of active listening, a critical skill for any leader aiming to excel in mentorship. Active listening isn't just about hearing words, it's about interpreting the silence between them. It's been found that effective listeners are perceived as more charismatic by their peers, a statistic that underscores the value of this skill. But how does one become an adept listener? First, focus on the speaker. Put away distractions. Yes, this means your phone, too. Eye contact isn't just polite, it's a tool that signals to the speaker that they have your full attention. Then, practice the art of the pause. After someone speaks, take a moment. This slight delay shows that you are considering their words seriously, rather than just waiting for your turn to speak. Another key strategy involves asking questions. Not just any questions, though, ask open-ended questions that encourage deeper insight. Questions like, "What do you think led to this situation?" can open doors to understanding context and emotions, offering a fuller picture than a simple, "yes" or "no" could ever reveal. Remember, active listening also involves reading nonverbal cues. According to Mehrabian's communication theory, 55% of communication is nonverbal. So, if you're only listening to words, you're missing over half of the message. Watch for body language, facial expressions, and eye movements to truly grasp the full message. As leadership expert John Maxwell puts it, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. By mastering active listening, you show your team that you value their contributions, paving the way for a more motivated and cohesive unit. Chapter 2. Feedback Finesse. Crafting constructive critiques. Feedback is the cornerstone of personal and professional growth, yet so many leaders struggle with giving it effectively. The key isn't just in what you say, but how and when you say it. Statistics show that employees who receive regular, constructive feedback feel more fulfilled and are more likely to stay with their organization. Start with the feedback sandwich method. Begin with something positive, address the area for improvement, and conclude with encouragement. This technique helps cushion the impact of criticism and emphasizes your commitment to the employee's development. Timing, too, is critical. Offer feedback as close to the event as possible, to ensure the details are fresh and the lessons are relevant. However, be mindful of the setting. Public critiques can embarrass, while private conversations foster a safe space where ideas can flourish. It's also beneficial to foster a two-way street in feedback sessions. Encourage your team members to express their own concerns and ideas. This not only enhances the feeling of mutual respect but also empowers them to take ownership of their professional growth. Moreover, use specific examples to avoid vagueness that can lead to confusion. Instead of saying, "You need to improve your presentation skills," specify with, "In your last presentation." Incorporating more data to back your claims could be more persuasive. In the words of Ken Blanchard, feedback is the breakfast of champions. By mastering the art of feedback, you not only guide your team towards better performance but also establish a culture of continuous improvement and open communication. Chapter 3. The Visionary's Voyage. Plotting a prosperous path. Visionary leadership isn't just about having big ideas. It's about making those ideas tangible and relatable to your team. It begins with a clear vision statement. Research shows that companies with clearly defined visions are more likely to achieve long-term success compared to those without. Crafting a vision that resonates can be the difference between a team that's merely functional and one that's truly inspired. Start by involving your team in the vision-building process. This inclusion not only boosts morale but also increases commitment, as people tend to support what they help to create. Ask questions like, where do we see ourselves in 5 years? And, what impact do we want to have on our industry? This collaborative approach ensures that your vision aligns with the values and aspirations of your team. Once the vision is set, communicate it frequently. Whether it's through regular meetings, newsletters, or team-building activities, reiterating the vision helps keep it top of mind. Remember, repetition is key to internalization. Leaders must also be the embodiment of their vision. Be a role model who reflects the core values and behaviors you want to see in your team. As Simon Sinek famously said, leadership requires 2 things: a vision of the world that does not yet exist and the ability to communicate it. But having a vision isn't enough if it's not actionable. Break down the vision into smaller, manageable goals. This makes the larger vision less daunting and provides clear direction and steps your team can take. Celebrate small victories along the way to keep morale high and provide a tangible sense of progress. Chapter 4. Emotional Agility. Mastering the inner game. Emotional intelligence, is a powerhouse skill for leaders, especially when mentoring. Studies indicate that leaders with high EI have teams with higher job satisfaction and lower turnover rates. Emotional agility allows leaders to navigate their feelings and those of others effectively, ensuring a harmonious and productive work environment. Start by developing self-awareness. Reflect on your emotional triggers and how they affect your decisions and interactions. Keeping a journal can be a helpful tool for this reflection. Also, practice mindfulness. It can enhance your ability to remain calm and composed in stressful situations. Next, work on your empathy. This doesn't just mean understanding others' feelings but also showing that you understand. Simple acknowledgments like, "I see this as really important to you," can go a long way in building trust and respect. Another aspect of is self-regulation. Leaders must learn to manage their emotions, especially in challenging situations. Techniques such as deep breathing, taking a pause before reacting, and engaging in regular physical activity can help maintain emotional balance. Finally, foster an emotionally intelligent culture within your team. Encourage open dialogue about emotions and stress management. Training sessions on emotional intelligence can also equip your team with the tools to better manage their emotions, contributing to a healthier, more resilient workplace. In mastering both visionary thinking and emotional agility, leaders can create an environment that not only drives forward with purpose but does so with a mindful, human-centric approach. These skills together lay a robust foundation for effective mentorship and leadership. Chapter 5. The Delegation Dilemma. Empowering without micromanaging. Effective delegation is not about offloading work. It's about empowering your team. A Gallup study revealed that companies that excel in delegation experience higher growth rates and more revenue per employee than those with lower delegation scores. This starts with understanding the strengths and weaknesses of your team members, allowing you to assign tasks that align with their skills and growth goals. The first step is to clearly define the task. Be explicit about what success looks like and the time frame for completion. This clarity removes ambiguity and sets your team member up for success. It's also important to provide the necessary resources, whether that's time, tools, or information, to complete the task effectively. Next, create a feedback loop. Regular check-ins can help keep the project on track without falling into the trap of micromanagement. These should be opportunities to offer support and guidance, not to take control. Encourage initiative by asking questions like, "What do you need from me to be successful?" Or, "How can I support you in overcoming these obstacles?" Remember, delegation is also a developmental tool. Each task you assign should challenge the employee in some way, helping them to grow their skills and confidence. Acknowledge their progress and achievements along the way to reinforce their development. Lastly, resist the urge to take back tasks unless absolutely necessary. This undermines trust and prevents learning. As Steve Jobs once said, "It doesn't make sense to hire smart people and then tell them what to do. We hire smart people so they can tell us what to do." Trust is fundamental in delegation and is crucial for building a strong, self-sufficient team. Chapter 6. Resilience Routines. Thriving through turbulence. Resilience in leadership is about more than just bouncing back, it's about growing through challenges. Research from the American Psychological Association shows that resilient leaders not only recover from setbacks faster but also lead more productive teams. Developing resilience can transform potential crises into opportunities for growth. Start by fostering a positive team culture that values resilience. This means celebrating efforts, not just outcomes. Encourage your team to view challenges as learning opportunities, and model this behavior yourself. When a project doesn't go as planned, ask, "What can we learn from this experience?" Next, build a support network. Leaders often feel they need to shoulder all the burdens themselves, but having a network of peers to share experiences and advice with can be invaluable. Don't underestimate the power of mentorship and peer support in building your own resilience. Also, prioritize self-care. It's challenging to lead effectively if you're burned out. Regular physical activity, enough sleep, and proper nutrition are essential for maintaining your mental and physical health. Encourage your team to adopt healthy habits by incorporating wellness activities into the workplace. Finally, maintain an optimistic but realistic outlook. Resilience isn't about ignoring the reality of situations but rather approaching them with a mindset that focuses on solutions and learning. As the saying goes, optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. By instilling these resilience routines, leaders can prepare themselves and their teams to face any challenges that come their way, ensuring they not only survive but thrive in the face of adversity.